Hi, I'm Eileen.
Hi, I'm Ermi.
Hi, I'm Claire.
Welcome to the other realm. Today we are talking about how to take care and test the energy of your crystals after you have purchased them. I bought some crystals, but I just buy them and sort of leave them there or just put it beside me. I don't really take care. I will pull a few crystals out, then we can test the energy and look at the different ways that we can actually cleanse them. Firstly, I've got this.
This massive one.
What is this called?
Selenite.
Selenite. I've got an animal looking one.
Right.
Wow, you're expert.
They look so tired and worn. I recommend people to test the crystals before you cleanse them.
Okay.
Because if the crystals are not negative, technically you don't have to cleanse them. And a selenite is supposed to be self-cleansing.
Uh-oh.
So if it's negative, you're in trouble.
Oh no!
That means your house either has like some massive, strange energy, or there's lots of entities such that even a self-cleansing selenite cannot cleanse itself. Are you ready?
I am not, but okay, go ahead.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, lucky is still positive, but so weak. For such a massive selenite, this is not acceptable.
Oh.
You see, even like this polished crystal is like stronger than your massive selenite. And look at the difference in the size.
So this guy is tired.
Very tired. Not just tired, it's fatigue.
One way to cleanse the crystal is to use a crystal bowl.
Yes, but because this crystal is very huge, so you can't put it inside. So it's either you put the crystal around it,
Okay.
or you can use something like a tuning fork. So hit the tuning fork and then go around. Yeah, like gentle.
I have expectations that it should clear faster.
Yeah. You know, don't do this like your mom is saying, "Be clear, my baby," and then you're going. So why we recommend to use the sound is also because the sound at the same time it cleanses can also energize. So for selenite, which is self-cleansing technically, you really want to boost its energy.
Okay.
So now we can see whether it's of any help.
Oh yeah, the circle is much bigger.
So if you continue to do this,
Okay.
it can actually help.
No, I
But
need
of course,
to.
if you have a singing bowl at home, you can actually just like hold it above and just do this. Now, pick another crystal.
This one.
So immediately you can see this is like negative.
And it's quite negative eh. I guess this one we can use the smudging method. Wow, it looks like it's smoking a lot.
Yeah. Here's the testing station. Yeah, so it's now positive,
Oh.
but it's a small positive. So that means you may need to still energize it.
Okay.
So you can probably put it in the moon or the sun for like 30 minutes.
Okay, so that's putting it under the sun also helps to clear and energize it. Okay, so now we are going to talk about some other interesting looking crystals from Mystic Cherry.
So this very first one, they call it the QR Flourite, and the surface of it makes it look like it's a QR code.
What are some of the properties?
Creativity, focus, and protection also.
Okay, and then what about this eggy looking thing?
So they call it Lavender Amethyst instead of the normal purple amethyst for the crown chakra and the third eye. So this one is for peace, harmony.
Does it spiritual development since?
Yes, it's also for your psychic abilities.
Oh. So it can train my psychic ability.
One special thing about this one is that if you look at every point in this, they have like
Oh yeah.
3 layers of phantoms inside.
It's called, what is a phantom?
It's the triangle, purple triangle thing.
Yes, they have little triangles going on inside. And then this one we already introduced in previous videos, but we'll just briefly talk about it.
Okay, so this one is Apophyllite with stilbite. So the stilbite is for opening your heart chakra. This Apophyllite will help you to enhance your psychic abilities as well. Okay, this one is from Argentina.
Oh.
This is a pink amethyst. It's similar properties to the normal amethyst that we see. Okay, just that it is pink color instead of purple. This one is very sparkly.
Oh, this is like a dusty pink.
Yeah, extra sparkly.
So all amethysts are for the crown chakra and it helps in spiritual development.
generally,
Okay.
you can also access the heart chakra with this. And generally, amethyst, they can help with things like your crown chakra and third eye and all. But compared to the highest energy like stone, like seraphonite and all, they are more accessible.
Oh.
So what I like about amethyst is that almost anyone can use it.
Oh.
Whereas there are some other like crystals which not everybody can access. So for example, this can be used to develop your psychic and also to open like your heart or to link your heart and your psychicness. Okay, no matter what baseline you start from. So you can have like not a lot of psychic ability like Eileen, or you can have a lot of psychic abilities like Claire. You can still use like amethyst. But there are some crystals that you may not be able to use. So for example, something like anhydrite, which is like angel's wings, is a particular crystal. Those are very high energy, so you may not be able to access the energy, but let's say maybe Claire can.
I will just train my psychic abilities lah.
Yeah, but it will be a while
Oh.
before you can use it.
Oh. Okay, and this?
Okay, this is Sodalite. For this one, it's for the third eye and also the throat. You can express yourself better, yeah, intuitively.
So another method is you can actually use sea salt. You actually put it in a Ziploc first so that you don't harm the crystal.
Oh.
Because some of the softer crystals, right?
Can I put a few?
Okay.
But they're all negative, don't need to test already.
So sometimes there are soft crystals and there are hard crystals. So for the soft crystals, if you bury them directly in sea salt, they become dull.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for example, like fluorites and even like celestite and kyanite, and stilbite also, they are soft crystals, so they actually become dull.
Hoi, like that enough?
Yeah, then we put it in first and then you cover it up.
And how long does this process take? Like how long do you have to leave it?
About 48 hours.
Huh? 2 days?
Yes.
Okay.
So the idea is to try to cover the salt. So you can use like normal cooking sea salt, but it has to be sea salt.
Okay.
So it can't be those kind of like very processed like.
It must be from the sea.
Yeah, it must be from the sea. So if you want to, you can also use like Himalayan salt as well.
Okay, and just leave this there for 48 hours.
Yes.
For the smaller crystals, you can put it into the singing bowl and just gong it. So for example, let's say this one. Okay, we say it,
Okay.
I guess it's negative lah. Yeah lah, it's negative lah.
Okay. So we can just put it into the crystal bowl and just gong it. So most of the time I do it 3 times. If you have a very large crystal bowl, you can also like rim it. But not everybody knows how to rim it properly.
So just gong.
So you can just gong it.
Why not metal?
You can use a metal singing bowl as well.
Okay.
You can. It's just that because for metal singing bowls, if you have soft crystals like the kyanite, when you ring it, the vibration may cause the crystal to bounce and then it may break.
Okay,
Okay, so now we
test.
can test.
Oh, it's positive.
If you want to clear like a lot of crystals at the same time, I usually use energy. So what we can do is you just ground yourself. So plant your feet on the ground and then just imagine that you're connected like to the earth strongly. And then just put your hands over the crystals and imagine that you're channeling light, which could be from the sun or the moon or from the universe in general, into the crystals, and then just set the intention that you want to cleanse them.
Are they saying anything?
They're like, I'm saved. I'm saved.
Usually when you do the cleansing, you should feel some buzzing on your hand. Yeah. So then now we can see like whether they have been like.
Oh, they're
Cleanse or
positive now.
So the good thing about energy is that when you cleanse the crystals, you also will be energizing them. So you can see that they are.
Wow, they are very
energy
happy now.
is very big.
All my crystals are saved.
So for the crystals, right, cleansing is an important sort of like part of it, because if you have not cleansed the crystals, you can't dedicate and program them.
Okay.
And as we all know, if you do not dedicate and program your crystals, basically you have not activated them, so they don't really work for you. For myself, I usually tell my clients to cleanse their crystal like once a month at least. I don't know whether Claire tell them other.
Mine is like 2 weeks to 3 weeks.
So if you like to learn how to program your crystals and make them work their ass for you, you can check out our DIY course. Goodbye.